Hey guys, it's Patricia Smith with the Reset Journey again, coming back to you live with some more nutrition information for us to have a healthy relationship with food and make better choices throughout the day. So hopefully this stuff is going to help you. If you haven't already, please hit like or subscribe below. Make sure you jump in our comments. We want to make sure that we can continue to deliver this sort of content to you and education so that you can live a better lifestyle. So let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. All right, great. So we want to eat to live, and not live to eat. I think we learned that in our last video, making sure that the foods that we put in us are alive and that we're using them to fuel ourselves properly. And then also a recap from the last video is to only eat until you're satisfied and never until you're full, okay? Only till satisfaction. So today, we're going to talk a little bit more about the way that we should think throughout the day about how we're eating. So we definitely don't want to reward ourselves unnecessarily. If you haven't exercised, if you haven't made healthy choices throughout the day, is that big piece of chocolate cake at 10 p.m. really a good idea? Probably not. We're tending to think these things are reward and give them to ourselves when we haven't necessarily earned that treat or earn that from the hard work that we do every day on our bodies. You want to meet your daily quota first. That's what I call it. I want to make sure that I've got the vegetables, the fruit, the protein, my healthy carbs in for the day before I even consider getting off the wagon or eating something sugary or something that's not so good for me. So you want to make sure that you're meeting your daily quota and that you have a plan to get all those things in during the day that satisfy your health and your body's main functions. You want to start early with your healthy food. So that first meal of the day should be reflective of how you want to eat for the entire day, right? Also, only treat yourself after you have handled the business of your body. Okay. It depends on you for life. And so we have to feed it life. We have to feed it alive foods. So it's okay to treat yourself, but let's just make sure that we've handled the business of our bodies first. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to make sacrifices. But the other side of this is not only going to benefit you in the long run, you're going to live longer, but it's also going to help create generational practices in your family of eating healthier and living longer and being better. So you have to think about your contribution to those future generations as well. Always remember, 80% of your fitness and health goals start in the kitchen. Exercise is just a necessary second, okay? So you want to make sure that we are eating the way we're supposed to be eating. I tend to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I want to make sure that I am practicing the things to make sure that I have a wonderful, nutritious diet and healthy diet every day. And that other 20% kind of gives me a little wiggle room to have that glass of wine or to have that piece of cake at a special occasion. And you want to make sure that we're living that way because we can't always be 100%, right? And then always remember that nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. So one last thing to remember, if you don't make time to work on creating the life that you want, you're eventually going to be forced to spend a whole lot of time dealing with the life that you don't want. So we want to make sure that we're getting ahead of that, we're staying on top of that, and we're living healthy lifestyles. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.